Hey guys, well, this will be my final message to you. When we watch this will probably be for the last time we're together, and I'll be showing you a picture slideshow of the last 3 years of our craziness together. You know, typically I like to save the drama and the tears for our final awards assembly. It doesn't look like we're gonna have that. So I wanted to talk about a few things. So this may be emotional. I do apologize in advance. 3 years ago, we embarked on an adventure together. You entrusted me, your crazy social studies science teacher, to bring you into the life of middle school, to show you a whole new perspective on life, to teach you about new things that you may not have even talked about before. And you had to learn how to juggle both social studies and science with me. I'm sure you weren't expecting that. We divulged into craziness of the different hemispheres and layers of the earth and geosphere, hydrosphere. We looked at different types of weather. Then we looked at history, geography, beach globe volleyball. That's probably my funnest thing. And then we did a lot together. And then you got introduced to the STEM Expo or Invention Convention. So you guys had a lot going on your first year in middle school. And then we continued. You rolled right in with a new room with me, and we continued our adventure with just social studies. And in 7th grade, we looked at map skills. We looked at the history, some history of Norwalk and like how you did advertising. And then, you know, New York City. We had a lot of fun in 7th grade. Everest. How can you forget Everest? Most of you survived. It was nice to see. Some of you didn't make it. Hurricanes. When else can you get your teacher soaking wet in a class when any other teacher wouldn't even allow you to shoot them with water? I was allowing you to shoot me with water and shoot me with a high-powered fan. I mean, come on, how much fun is that? Plus, you got wet too. I mean, that's half the battle. And then we entered 8th grade. You know, at the beginning of the year, I told you your time at Rhoton's going to go quick. And over the course of 3 years, I've seen a lot of you grow. We've been there for each other in times of darkness. In this whole COVID thing, I never in a million years would have imagined I would have had to have dealt with as a teacher. You know, if you had told me at the beginning of the school year I'd be saying goodbye through a YouTube video or a screencast, I never would have believed it. You know, so for me, this is a little bit of closure, but it is closure for you too. You know, this isn't goodbye, it's hello. Because it's hello to your new journey. You know, next year I'll see a lot of you at McMahon when I do wrestling. So I'll see you at some point in the winter season. You know, I always like to keep up and see how everybody's doing, so stay in touch. But going back to the beginning of this year, you know, this year I told you it would go quick. And it did. It went by very, very quickly. We did a lot this year. We did History of Norwalk. We've done The Birth of a Nation. We've done all the Plymouth, Roanoke, Constitution, Declaration, Westward Expansion. We've done a lot. And, you know, in the end, where we end the year with the Civil War project, remember, that was a rebirth of a nation. And think of this closure to 8th grade going into 9th grade as a rebirth for you. Some of you, it's a fresh start. For others, it's the end of this chapter and the beginning of a new one. Friendships will be tested, new ones will be formed. And that's life. That's how we get through things. But always remember, if you ever need someone, I'm always here. Through thick and thin, I'm happy to say I was your teacher. For some of you, I was your coach. I was Coach Bolton in the play the first go around. The fact that you guys got me on a stage to do that, that's impressive. And because I would never ever do that in my life when I was your age. So kudos to you guys for getting me on stage to do that. You know, one of my favorite quotes from Walt Disney is, keep moving forward. And I want you to think about that, because you need to keep moving forward. Be strong. And remember, I'm always here. So you guys are making me tear up now. Be strong. Good luck. I'll miss all of you. And come back and say hi. Have a good summer.